The insistent rapping on my door startled me. It was 3 in the morning. Grumbling, I pulled on my dressing gown and shuffled to the door. Peering through the peephole, I saw a young man, his face obscured by shadows. He was tall and lanky, with a nervous energy. Curiosity piqued, I unlocked the door. The young man stepped inside, his eyes darting around my cluttered apartment. He turned towards me, and I saw a flicker of fear in his eyes. The young man, whose name was Daniel, explained that he had stumbled upon a YouTube channel called The Man of Thoughts. The channel, hosted by an anonymous narrator, explored the darker, unspoken aspects of aging. Daniel had been captivated by its eerie blend of philosophy, humor, and unsettling truths. He described one video in particular that had left him shaken. The narrator, his voice a gravelly whisper, spoke of the insidious way time erodes not just our bodies, but our minds. He spoke of memories fading like old photographs, of once familiar thoughts becoming elusive shadows. Daniel, still in his 20s, hadn't given much thought to aging before, but the narrator's words had struck a chord, awakening a deep-seated fear of the unknown territory that lay ahead. He had come to me, a neurologist who had spent a lifetime studying the mysteries of the human brain, seeking answers, reassurance, or perhaps just someone to share his newfound anxieties with. He talks about things no one wants to admit, Daniel said, his voice barely a whisper, about the loneliness, the regrets, the fear of becoming invisible. As Daniel spoke, I found myself drawn into his anxieties. I thought of my own patients, many of whom were grappling with the physical and cognitive decline that often accompanies aging. I had witnessed firsthand the frustration of forgetting familiar names, the fear of losing independence, the crushing weight of loneliness. We often associate aging with physical ailments, arthritis, wrinkles, failing eyesight. But the psychological toll can be just as profound, if not more so. As we age, our world often shrinks. We retire from our careers, our social circles diminish, our physical limitations restrict our activities. The walls seem to close in, both literally and figuratively. We become increasingly isolated, trapped within the confines of our own minds and bodies. The world outside, once vibrant and full of possibilities, can begin to feel like a distant memory. It's like being slowly erased, Daniel said, echoing my own thoughts. Like your life is losing its significance. One of the unspoken truths about aging is the insidious creep of routine. As our lives become more circumscribed, we often fall into predictable patterns. We wake up at the same time, eat the same breakfast, watch the same television shows. On the surface, this routine can be comforting. It provides a sense of structure and familiarity in a world that can feel increasingly chaotic. But beneath this veneer of stability lies a quiet desperation. The same routines that once provided comfort can become a prison, trapping us in a cycle of monotony and repetition. He talks about the days blurring together, Daniel said, his voice tight with anxiety. About feeling like you're just going through the motions. I nodded, understanding all too well the feeling of being adrift in a sea of sameness. It's like you're living the same day over and over again, I said, my voice soft, and you're not sure how to escape. Another unsettling aspect of aging is the gradual disconnect between our inner and outer selves. We may feel the same vibrancy, the same passions, the same zest for life that we did in our youth. But when we look in the mirror, we see a stranger staring back at us. The face that greets us each morning is etched with the passage of time, wrinkles, age spots, sagging skin. Our bodies, once strong and resilient, begin to betray us. We move more slowly. Our joints ache. Our energy flags. This discrepancy between our internal and external realities can be jarring. It's as if we're trapped inside a body that no longer reflects who we feel ourselves to be. We become invisible to others, our stories obscured by the physical markers of age. He says you start to feel like a ghost, Daniel said, a shiver running down his spine, like you're fading away. Perhaps the most insidious aspect of aging is the conspiracy of silence that surrounds it. Our society, obsessed with youth and vitality, often shies away from honest conversations about getting older. We're bombarded with images of wrinkle-free faces and toned bodies, perpetuating the illusion that aging is something to be feared and avoided at all costs. This silence only amplifies the anxieties and uncertainties that many people experience as they age. It creates a sense of shame around the natural process of growing older, making it difficult to seek support or share our experiences with others. We suffer in silence, our fears and anxieties festering beneath the surface. The unspoken message is clear. Aging is a taboo subject, something to be hidden away like a shameful secret. It's like everyone's pretending it's not happening, Daniel said, his voice filled with frustration. But it is happening, to all of us. As Daniel poured out his anxieties, I realized that his fears weren't really about aging itself, but about the passage of time. It's the relentless, unforgiving nature of time that terrifies us. The knowledge that we have a finite number of days, and that each tick of the clock brings us one step closer to the end. We try to outrun time, to deny its passage, but it's a futile pursuit. Time waits for no one, and its relentless march leaves its mark on us all. The wrinkles, the aches, the fading memories, they're all reminders of time's inexorable passage. But time is also a gift. It's the currency with which we purchase experience, wisdom, and love. It's the tapestry upon which we weave the stories of our lives. He says time is an illusion, Daniel said, his brow furrowed in thought, but it sure feels real to me. As dawn approached, I found myself heartened by Daniel's visit. His anxieties were a testament to his capacity for introspection. Aging is a mystery, a journey into the unknown. There will be beauty, wisdom, and the enduring power of the human spirit. The truth is, no one knows what the future holds, but that's what makes it an adventure. The unwritten chapter of his life awaited.